I'm standing on the outskirts of the Thomas Robinson Stadium here in Nassau, Bahamas, the venue for the 50th staging of the CARIFTA Games. Also coincides with the country's 50th anniversary celebrations as well. Quite historic for the Bahamians. They're very proud to be hosting these games. They had a colourful opening ceremony on Friday afternoon where all the teams were present. Many of them were a part of the march past. A lot of speeches from the persons in authority recognizing the significance of hosting these games, which started in 1972. They would have hosted these games in 2018. I understand this is the 9th time the Bahamians are hosting what many believe are the premier junior track and field championship of the Caribbean. It's a launch pad for many athletes into the senior realm, whether it be scholarships or going pro. This is where you usually find those talents. In terms of Team Guyana, that's what you want to hear about Team Guyana. Well, it hasn't been a fairy tale start to proceedings. They've been plagued by a lot of logistical issues because majority of the team, they only left Guyana just Friday afternoon. They managed to find a charter to Cuba, and they're going to be getting into the Bahamas on Friday evening. However, many of those athletes have events on Saturday morning. There were a group of athletes that are based in the United States and Jamaica that managed to reach ahead of time. However, they're still waiting to link up, if you want to put it in that regards, with their Guyanese counterparts to get the entire team. Certainly not the way they would have wanted to start the proceedings. In fact, no Guyanese athlete was at the march past at the opening ceremony. And I understand as well, when I was at the warm-ups on Friday morning, none of them were there because, again, some logistical issues in terms of them getting the accreditation in time. What I can tell you is that before the evening is out, the entire Guyana contingent is going to be in the Bahamas, not how they would have wanted, but hopefully they can get all the logistic stuff in play to get on the field from Saturday morning until Monday. In terms of on the field, Anisha Gibbons, she would have won gold at the last 2 CARIFTA games, and she's back again in hunt for a 3rd gold. According to Gibbons, she's very confident that gold is not the issue, but what she wants to add to her bucket list is being able to smash that CARIFTA record.
Well, I'm really excited. At first, I was a bit nervous because of the, allowing me to come back here from my junior college. But then I'm here now, and my goal is to, well, not just win gold because I've done it 2 times before, and I will and I can do it again. But it's to break the CARIFTA record and, make my country proud. My personal best I just made a few weeks ago at my first outdoor meet, which is 51.27, and the CARIFTA record is somewhere around 53. I'm really, really, really confident because I have better training facilities and better places to train and so on. So, that's great. This is not the first year that this is happening, that we have having troubles with the CARIFTA team and so on, but I just want them to focus on their race and, just go out there and do their best.
As I would have mentioned, 50th staging of these games coinciding with Bahamas anniversary celebrations. I managed to speak to Nick Williams. If you would have remembered, she would have won gold for the Bahamians in the 400 meter in Athens 2004. She is leading the organizing committee for these games, and we managed to speak to her in depth about what these games mean for the Bahamians and why they managed to host it at least 9 times thus far, and all the logistic arrangement goes into hosting the games of this magnitude.
So this is not our first rodeo with CARIFTA, and it's certainly not our first rodeo with holding world level events. We've held at least 3 world relays, and we've held our CARIFTA games at this level before in 2018. It's a lot of work. It's months and months of preparation, and as you will notice as you walk around, the team is prepared. We have the facilities, we have the services, we have the volunteers. There's so much that goes into these games, and so we're excited about the games starting tomorrow, and we hope we deliver in an exciting games to the Caribbean. So we believe that this is the first time that we will have participation from all 28 CARIFTA nations. In addition to that, there are 487 athletes, and so it's going to be a well participated CARIFTA Games. I mean, this is the 50th CARIFTA Games, right? And so what that talks about is the legacy of this event and the type of athletes that come up through this program. And so as our athletes have progressed, as our coaches have progressed, as we have progressed in terms of holding world level events. We hope that all that comes together on this 50th anniversary to say exactly what CARIFTA means to the Caribbean, to our athletes, and to the sport. So in the Bahamas, we have always had a passion for track and field. And in recent history, we've been able to demonstrate that in all of the gold medals that we've been able to attain at the Olympic level. And for such a small CARIFTA, for such a small nation, you know, that's a major feat. And so that's just really made track and field even more sentimental to Bahamians. And so what you will see over the next 3 days is that Bahamians will come out in droves. They will be loud, they'll be very supportive, they'll be very welcoming, but it's just something that's become a part of our legacy, a part of our history.
Over the next 3 days, it's going to be hot action in track and field. A lot of pundits around the stadium are telling me that they expect some records to be shattered, probably in that 100-meter for both the boys and girls at the under 20. We plan to keep you up to breast with all the activities. Hopefully as well, Guyana can increase on their 7-medal tally they had when the games were hosted in Kingston, Jamaica last year. But certainly the confidence is high by the Guyanese contingent. Just a matter of that they can get enough rest, get those jet lag off their backs, and hopefully we can get some phenomenal performance by the Guyanese over the next 3 days here in Bahamas. Reporting from Nassau, Bahamas, I'm Akim Green.